So, hi everyone, this is one day after my podcast with Nikki from Nikolaihof, and the third day with these beautiful three wines, and it's time to get to a conclusion, so to say. I already knew his wines, these are all wonderful and really ageless, and I really like Mr. Zas and his approach to winemaking. He and his family has been working biodynamically since the 70s already, so they are really pioneers in this topic. And I really just want to get like an overall summary about these wines, because you can get a bit detailed description and also tasting notes during the podcast, so I really encourage you to listen to it, because Nikki was also talking about biodynamic farming and also viticulture and his approach to winemaking, his barrels using Austrian oak, the form of the barrel, does it matter or not, and his preparations for biodynamic farming. So it's really educational also and really honest conversation. So I really encourage you to listen to this podcast with this fun guy. And I'm just gonna quickly run through the rest of these beautiful wines. So this is the 2019 Zwickl. He said that it's a typical terrace wine, not a lot to think about, but I think it's a really beautiful wine with some fine lees also in the bottle, so it's not entirely clear, but on the nose it's so fresh, you know, these really sweet white flowers, these elderflowers, also maybe some lilac. Really beautiful wine and really alive, you know. And so this 2019 Zwickl got his name because Nicky really liked these beers with a little bit of lees and kind of funky beers, which is really common in Austria, and that's why he applied this approach, so to say, to this wine. But it's a beautiful Grüner Veltliner, not this peppery, white peppery note that you sometimes feel because of the Rotterdam, but really like a refreshing, recharging wine. And even though this wine is really fresh, so 2019, you can feel that it's ready, you know, it's ready to the market, it's surrounded, the acidity doesn't stand out. It really is the terrace wine, you know. And the next wine, it's already a Grüner Veltliner Federspiel, that actually in Weingebirge, this is the Ried or the site, which is actually the oldest mentioned vineyard site in Europe and then maybe even in the world. And Nicky also told a lot of stories and the whole history in the region in a summary. So you can also listen to and learn a lot about this, how historic and traditional this region is. But let's taste this Grüner Veltliner. So it's Federspiel, it's in the middle class, and you can already feel, or I at least feel, I feel more fruits and maybe these yellow apples, really peary. So not so flowery than the other one, but it's really ageless, you know. This white wine is 7 years old. And it's really fresh, really rounded, so it's really, everything is in balance. Really refreshing acidity. It stays long in your mouth, especially in the back of your mouth. I could really imagine some vegetarian dish, which I also cooked for this wine, with some roasted maybe chicken also, because the wine has enough body and only 12% alcohol, but it really has a body but still refreshing. And it's a wonderful wine. And the third wine is already a Smaragd, but a Riesling. So from Stein, that's also Ried, from the Nikolaihof. Smaragd quality, so it has seen a lot of sunshine. And you can see also from the color, you know, it's really golden already. It's beautiful. And you saw that it's a cork, right? And if you watch my Wachau video, you will find out why, especially in this wine. And you can... Wow, that's a really so complex nose. I also smelled some botrytis and also some slight mushroomy notes. My girlfriend actually smelled the best horse note what she could get out of a wine. So like a staple, but really in the best sense. So that's really tertiary aromas. And this wine is 5 years old, 12.5% alcohol. And also, as I mentioned, these wines are biodynamic. And Nikki also talked about you should listen how the wine feels in your mouth and how your body observes it, and you know, just listen to the bottle, because if it will be gone till the end of the evening, then it's a good wine. If not, it's not, you know. So on the nose, it's more like on the yellow flower note, so it's really ripe, seeing a lot of sunshine and really ripe fruits, you know, these pomaceous fruit, but really on the overripe side. And Nikki recommended actually a steak with it, so I'm also gonna cook some meat, some pork meat, and try it with the wine. So I try to save it for a couple of hours, the rest, and you can also watch the other video later, how I cook maybe for some wines. Wow. And also on the palate is so luscious, you know, it has so much to offer. And it's like a sweet cover, you know, but it's dry wine. Just in style, it reminds me to an Alsatian Riesling because it's really ripe. It's actually coming from the right bank. Has seen a lot of sunshine, but these temperature differences help to retain the acidity of the wine and these aromatics. And also maybe already some TDN notes, so light petrol, but a lot of tertiary notes, you know. It's really this marilla, you know, you have to learn this word, apricot, really ripe apricot. And also I think this is a really versatile white wine because you can probably take it with a steak, as Nikki said, and also you can take it with dessert. So you can buy a bottle of wine and drink it through the whole evening. So I can really recommend all three of these wines, and I'm really thankful for Mr. Zas for these wines. And also that's a biodynamic wine, and biodynamic winery with a great history. So keep that also in mind, that if you buy these wines, you support and you have this beautiful family with its great ambitions. So please watch the other videos and drink more Wachau, you know, and more podcasts to come. Cheers, thank you.